7, the Black Gate and Forge of Virtue. This was one of my favorite games growing up as a kid, and of course as an adult I've gone back to it and really feel like it stands out, or holds up rather, and so I decided I'd play again and record the progress as I go, because it's fun. These are the options available once you've actually beat the game. No big deal. Last time I played I did beat it, but we'll start a new game. I will be Lugan, and I'm going to play as a male, and I'm going to keep the standard avatar portrait because it's what I remember from nostalgia, and that's what I like. So, let's journey onward.
There. 'Tis horrible. I know, 'tis shocking. Who could have done it? I know not. He had no enemies, poor man. What is to be done? I know not. A rather large, familiar man looks up and sees you. The shock that is evident from his dumbfounded expression quickly evolves into delight. He smiles broadly. Lugan! If I did not trust the infallibility of my own eyes, I would not believe it. I was just thinking to myself, if only the Avatar were here. Then, lo and behold! Who says that magic is dying? Here is living proof that it is not. Dost thou realize, Lugan, that it hath been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Iolo winks conspiratorially. He whispers, due no doubt to the difference in structure of time in our original homeland and that of Britannia. Oh, I skipped something. He resumes speaking aloud. I have aged a little, as thou canst see, but of course I have stayed here in Britannia all this time. Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They will be happy to see thee. Welcome to Trinsic. The distraught peasant interrupts Iolo. Show him the stables, my lord. 'Tis horrible. Iolo nods, his joy fading quickly as he is reminded of the reason he was standing there in the first place. Ah, yes, our friend Peter here has discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. Whoa! That was an earthquake, just in case that wasn't clear. All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps Lord British will know the reason behind this tremor. You see a middle-aged nobleman. Iolo, who is this stranger? Why, I gave him the same voice. Why, this is the Avatar, Iolo proudly proclaims. Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. And this is Lugan, the Avatar. I simply cannot believe he is here. The mayor looks you up and down, not sure if he believes Iolo or not. He looks at Iolo skeptically. I swear to thee it is the Avatar. The mayor looks at you again as if he were studying every pore on your face. Finally he smiles. Welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. If thou art truly the Avatar, perhaps thou canst help us solve it. I would feel better if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou shalt be handsomely rewarded if thou dost discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? Yeah. Peter here knows something about all of this. The peasant interjects. I discovered poor Christopher and the gargoyle in Amo early this morning. The mayor continues. Hast thou searched the stables? No, I haven't even had a chance yet. Then I suggest that thou lookest inside and talk to me again. Okay. So, this is Trinsic. This is our inventory, as well as Iolo's inventory. Some people call him YOLO, but I like Iolo, so I'm going to go with that. We can see that both of us have leather armor. I've got a nice little dagger, while Iolo uses a crossbow. I have a few things in my bag. I have a bottle, which I'm going to discard. A cup, which I'm going to discard. 3 lockpicks, a torch, a little bit of gold, a little bit of food, and the map. Now I'm going to give the gold to Iolo because he always carries my gold.
Let's see what he's got. He's got some extra bolts for his crossbow. I'm just gonna add them together. He's got a cup, which we're gonna get rid of, and a bottle, which we're gonna get rid of. He has a little bit of food and our handy abacus, which tells us our overall party gold. Right now we have 26. So let's take a look in the stables. Oh my. So we've got a pretty gruesome murder here. With a key. We'll go ahead and take that key. As well as a murdered gargoyle. Gargoyle's got nothing on him, and we can't even... There's no body here to even search. A little bit of gold. A little bit of food. And we'll take the torch too. Got a bucket of blood. And what are these? Lit light sources. Candles, I guess? Pretty gross. Let's see what Peter knows. You see a distraught peasant. Art thou really the Avatar? Yep. Peter bows before you. My lord. Give me your name. I'm called Peter. The man sniffs. What's your job? I am the stable's caretaker. Okay. Tell me about the stables first. I've worked here for years. I can sell thee a nice horse and carriage if thou dost want one. The animal and the carriage are located in a small shelter just outside the north gate of the town. Right now, the place gives me the creeps. His eyes are wild with fright. I don't want a carriage, so what do you know about the murderer? I discovered poor Christopher in Inamo earlier this morning. I did not touch a thing. Made me sick, it did. Tell me about Christopher. He was a nice man. He made the shoes for mine horses. Tell me about Inamo. He worked for very little money, did basic chores around the stables and the pub. I let him sleep in the little back room. Oh, so that's his gold and bread and torch that we just took. That's okay. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. Okay, tell me about these footprints. They doth lead out the back way, yes? They must be the tracks of the murderer. His eyes widen a bit more. Or murderers. Ooh. I don't want to buy your carriage. Okay, well. Goodbye. The man sniffs. That wasn't that helpful. So Christopher was murdered. He was the blacksmith. And Inamo was also murdered. But not in a ritualistic way. Let's, I guess let's talk to people and explore Trinsic and see what's going on. The Honorable Hound, the Register. So Walter of Britain has stayed here. Joff of you. Janna, oh Janna. And Atans of Serpent's Hold. You see a gorgeous and voluptuous woman in her 30s. Hello. My name is Apollonia, she says, as her tongue licks her upper lip. Okay. What do you do? Why, I run the Honorable Hound Pub and Inn, she purrs. Wouldst thou like a room, or wouldst thou like something to eat or drink? Just say so, and I shall try to please thee with my delicacies. You realize she is flirting with you. What do you know about the murder? Apollonia shuts her eyes and shakes her head as if she had just been bitten into a very sour lemon. Ooh, that was so hideous! How could anyone do something so horrible? Art thou searching for information? I do hope thou dost find the person responsible. Tell me about your inn. I can think of no better place in all of Trinsic to lay thine head or rest, or to nibble upon treats to satisfy the appetite. Thine appetite. Alright, let's flirt back. Apollonia blushes and bats her eyelashes. Oh, Lugan, I would wager that thou dost say that to all the barmaids. I don't want any of your food or drink or a room, so you have been not very helpful. Thank you. These are probably locked. Doesn't look like there's anything in there anyways. Let's see who's in here. Hey, cut that out. You see a salty old sailor who reeks of tobacco. Hello. My name is Gargan, he sniffs loudly. What do you do? I'm the Trinsic shipwright. If thou wouldst like to know about a ship or sextant, just say so. Gargan coughs. Do you know anything about the murder? I heard about that. Terrible thing to happen. Can't say I saw or heard anything, though. Gargan coughs, clears his throat loudly, and then spits. Ship. Thou dost want to buy a ship? The old man asks, smiling. Apparently not too many folks buy ships these days. My ships are sturdy and well built. They may not be built by Owen, but they are fine vessels. But thou must first purchase a deed. Gargan wipes his runny nose on his sleeve. Who's Owen? Thou hast not heard of Owen? Finest shipwright in the land. He lives in Minnock. Gargan coughs. Deed? The deed I can sell thee is for the ship the Scaly Eel. It goes for 600 gold. Interested? I don't have 600 gold. Some other time, then. The sailor shrugs, disappointed. Gargan sneezes. Feeling all right, man. Never felt better. Sextant. I sell sextants for 80 gold. Want one? Gargan clears his throat. I don't have 80 gold. Suit thyself. Gargan sneezes. Well, that's all for you, I think. May thy day have smooth sailing, the sailor starts to say, but a coughing spasm interrupts him. Gargan, you look like you've got some goodies. What's in the chest? Oh, a gold bar. Yoink. And this is a sextant, which we're also going to take. A healing potion. We're going to take the potion and the bag. Scrolls. Bookmark we don't need. Oh, yes sir. Actually, we'll just take the whole bag. Bags are handy for inventory management. Why won't it let me do that? Do I will then? We'll take some lockpicks. Some more sextants we don't need. And some flour. Kitchen items, okay. I think it's flour. And what's this? This Old Ship by Owen of Minnock. This tome contains much more than just fundamentals for building ships and other assorted sailing vessels. It is everything any shipwright could ever need. The text is aimed at amateurs, which is what most of thou are in comparison, but holds jewels of wisdom for even the almost skilled shipwright. The latter part of this fine manual is dedicated to the repair of damaged ships and makes a distinction between working on one's own ships and those crafted by others. I'm kind of glad we only got one page of that. Scrolls. Alright. Let's see who else is around. Thank you, Gargan. Nobody in here. But we'll be taking that. In case it's not clear, yes, obviously I am going to steal. Because as long as, I believe, as long as you don't actually as long as you just put it, when you take the item and you put it over the actual person themselves, I don't think there's ever any consequence. Whereas if I open up the inventory and put the item directly in my backpack, I think they get upset. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Who are you? This is a woman who seems pleasant and welcoming. I'm proud to meet the Avatar, she says, beaming. Hello. My name is Ellen. And what do you do? I do the bookkeeping at the Fellowship branch. I work with my husband, Clog. Clog? Is he an orc? Tell me about Clog. Mine husband Clog is a wonderful branch leader. He's an inspiration to all of the Trinsic members. And what is the Fellowship? Perhaps thou couldst call it a confident philosophy. We meet here at the branch office every night. Tell me about your branch office. The Fellowship has branches all over Britannia. It is a most popular philosophical society. What's the philosophy? The Fellowship advances the philosophy of the sanguine cognition, a way to apply a confident order of thought to one's life, through what is called the triad of inner strength. The triad is simply 3 basic principles that, when applied in unison, enable one to be more creative, satisfied, and successful in life. They are: strive for unity, trust thy brother, and worthiness precedes reward. Strive for unity basically means that people should cooperate and work together. Trust thy brother implies that we are all the same and that we should not hate or fear each other. Worthiness precedes reward suggests that we must each strive to be worthy of that which we want out of life. Dost thou want to join? No, I don't think so. Not right out of the gate. Oh, well, perhaps thou canst become enlightened another time. Yeah, maybe. You know anything about the murder? 'Tis awful, is it not? Of course, I was home with Clog all night. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. I hope to see thee again soon. What's in your bag? So I don't think there's anything I can do with regular rings. I'm going to leave them. I could be wrong, but that's okay. Cake. I'll take that cake. Why do they keep doing that? Sealed box. I'm gonna open it. Yeah. Worth it. 100 gold. I could use that to buy a sextant. Oh, right. So the sextant is pretty cool. Though it's useful anyways. This is our map. Oh, it doesn't work unless we have a ship. So this is our map of Britannia. And the sextant, I thought once you had it, it gave you your location on the map. But maybe that's only once you also have a ship. Anyways, we're down here in Trinsic. Oh. You must be Clog. This man exudes kindness and geniality. Ah, Avatar, I recognize thee at once. Word has moved through town quickly. I heard thou wert here. I suspect you're Clog? My name is Clog. And what do you do, Clog? I'm the Trinsic branch leader for the Fellowship. I work here with my wife, Ellen. Tell me about Ellen. She's my wife and bookkeeper for our branch. Okay, tell me about the Fellowship. Fellowship meets here at the branch office in Trinsic every night at 9. Thou art welcome to attend. The Fellowship is a group that has been gaining much popularity in recent years with the people of Britannia. While on the surface it may simply appear to be a scholarly society studying its particular philosophy, its teachings have the power to forever alter the shape of Britannian society. Its ceremonies are deeply moving experiences. I'm gonna regret this, but what's your philosophy? Yeah, we already read this. Sanguine cognition, triad of inner strength, yada yada yada. No, I don't want to join. Not right now. Become enlightened another time. Yeah, thanks. Know anything about the murder? Well, the man says, reflecting, I was home all night, and my wife Ellen will certainly verify that. But as we say in the Fellowship, worthiness precedes reward. Christopher must have done something bad. And the poor gargoyle in Namo, 'tis a pity. What do you know about Christopher? Christopher was a valued member of the Fellowship for some time. Unfortunately, we got into a petty argument last week. Oh, really? What happened? Last week, Christopher stated that he wanted to leave the Fellowship. Canst thou imagine? Well, we simply attempted to speak with him and alter his decision. The man verbally assaulted me and my companions with no provocation. Your companions? They have gone to Fellowship headquarters in Britain. They were here delivering the Fellowship funds. Their names are Elizabeth and Abraham. I wonder if those funds were kept in a sealed box in front. Never mind. What do you know about Anama? I did not know the gargoyle. It sounds as if he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. 'Tis a pity. You're the second person to say that to me in the last 15 minutes. Alright. Oh, yada yada, whatever. Oh! Why won't it let me do that? Alright, well, you're getting the bags for now, Ella. Okay, fine. We'll just take the money then. Take the money and run. What is that? Ugh. Okay. So that's suspicious, certainly. Who's down here? Cut it out. Ooh. 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 Yeah, I'll be taking these. I don't need any of that. I'll take the bread. I don't need the banana. That seems like a bit much. Bloodied Blades and Buxom Beauties by A.G. Fishmore. Fishmore? Yeah, Fishmore. This illustrious tome depicts the life of the romantic pirate Roger as he sails the Northeast Sea. As he travels from port to port, his adventures become increasingly dangerous and is equally lucrative. The climax of the novel finds Roger in the clutches of a despotic? I don't know what that word means. Despotic island ruler from whom he must escape and save the beautiful native princess. Roger, I like that. What's this? My Cup Runneth Over by Marsain. This illustrious volume holds everything is an illustrious volume or an illustrious tome. This illustrious volume holds many detailed instructions for neophyte vintners. That just sounds made up. The books even includes tips on selecting choice grapes and proper labeling techniques. The tome lists several monks from the Brotherhood of the Rose as sources. Boring. No one's home. I guess that's better for stealing from them. Bandages. Bandages are useful. What is going on here? I'm gonna do this anyways. Won't fit. That's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'll sort it out off camera. Nothing. Bandages are useful. I'd like to be able to take the bag, though. Oh, this is the mayor's office? Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't need to talk to you yet. We haven't figured out what's going on. Hello? Hello? Okay, I'll just read your book. The Book of the Fellowship, by Batlin of Britain. Good morning to thee, gentle friend and travelers. Excuse me. No matter what time of day it might be when thou art reading this, no matter what the hour of the clock, I say good morning to thee, because this very moment brings to thee the coming of the dawn. The dawn, as everyone knows, is the moment when illumination comes. The dawn marks the end of the long, dark night. It is the moment that masks a new beginning. It is my humble hope that these words may be for thee a dawning of it, or at least a sort of awakening. Ooh, thank God. That was painful. Dripping with pretension. Pretension?